Hello, everybody. All right, today I am working on building a marketing plan for our e-commerce 3PL. We're looking to add one ICP per month until November, December. Then we're going to put a pause on it just for peak season. We are building our strategic plans around doing this, and so I need to figure out how we're actually going to do it. So that is my job, to be the guy to figure out how are we going to go execute on this and get to this outcome. So I am working on that today. Before I jump into it, I got to do some housekeeping. I got to go over here to the YouTube and get our broadcast link. I'm going to put this out to people. This guy. That always gets confusing when I start doing that. I also would love to change the thumbnail. I couldn't do it in OBS for whatever reason. We'll post that. So let's see if I can jump over here, change the thumbnail. If not, I'll figure something else out next time I do it. All right, we're gonna go live. Edit, yes. Can we change the thumbnail? Yes. Upload thumbnail. Boom. I'm ready. I got my thumbnail. I'm ready. Cool. All right. And we'll also just open Slack real quick. Okay, so here's what I got so far. Have the goal. This is the expected outcome. I actually like the word outcome better than goal. So here's the outcome. Want to get one ICP per month until November, December. Our ICP is a self-fulfilling e-com founder. They're doing 300 to 1,000 orders per month. They're overwhelmed. They're bogged down by shipping. They're looking for either efficiency, outsourcing, or savings. Maybe they're thinking of scaling up their operation, getting a new place or getting a new space or people. That's always the bottleneck when somebody's overwhelmed. Bottlenecked by space or by people. So they're either bottlenecked by space or people. So they can either get more people, get more space, or get a 3PL. Those are kind of their three options when they're starting to feel overwhelmed by shipping and it's beginning to steal attention from the rest of their business. These people are D2C first, small parcel, shelf-stable goods, so your basic D2C stuff. Lots of brands in this category, but also a ton of 3PL competition in this territory. And so we need to come up with ways to differentiate because of that. So here's what I'm thinking right now. I have, I need a good way to like diagram this. Go to Figma. So right now I have content. I want to develop a really juicy, good lead magnet and then a really great sales process. Right now we don't really have, perfect. I'll just take this. I'm just gonna delete this. Cool. So right now we have content. Why is that so small? We have content. Good stuff. I want the content to move people into a lead magnet, which if you don't know what that is, it's just something that is attractive, it's free, it gives genuine value to people, and it captures their information so that we can begin developing a relationship with them. Really, the relationship is started by the content, and then the lead magnet is what started to activate that relationship. So then lead magnet leads into sales funnel. Okay. All right, so our content. It takes, content is broken down into a bunch of different channels. I'm gonna make these a little smaller. Yeah, Let's make these a little smaller. Perfect. So we have, boom, great, love that. Okay, and I like making everything nice and aligned. So we have X as content. We have YouTube. We have Shorts. I'm just kind of grouping all shorts together here. We have, I guess I probably shouldn't do that because they are different. So we're gonna say we have TikTok, YouTube, long and short. We have TikTok. We have Instagram. And we have a big one for us, which is Reddit. These are our content, where we're distributing content right now. Okay. So we want to align all of these to point to the lead magnet. Like everything in here should be pointing to one lead magnet. That's the goal. And that lead magnet gets opt-ins, which then we can use to move people into the sales funnel, which sales funnel then turns into new client. That's the idea here. Okay, so start with the lead magnet. I've thought about this a little bit. Here's what I'm thinking right now. So the offer, what are we offering? And kind of like what's the problem we're trying to solve? So the offer is it's educational material around how to improve shipping. So that breaks down into carriers: hardware, software, rates. Okay, my theory here is that most of these self-fulfilling founders are very confused when it comes to shipping rates, when it comes to what software should I choose, what carriers should I use, what stuff to buy in order to ship out my stuff, because they're either looking for savings, efficiency, or scale. Okay, so if it's savings, then we're looking at rates. If it's efficiency, it's hardware. If it's scale, it's software. If it's savings, it's carriers. What carriers can they use? Because there's so many carrier options of what they can do. So we give educational material around each one of these things. And then we take it a step further, broken down by their business scale. So if you're, and I think doing this by day is what makes sense to most people. So if you're at 0 per day, you are a startup. What carriers, hardware, software, rates, rate reductions should you be looking at? Oh yeah, we should also add in the 3PL time. I don't really know what to call that right now, but like, 3PL considerations. Should you go to a 3PL at this stage? So here for startup, most people I would say no. The only exception, don't do a startup. Don't do a 3PL if you're a startup. The only exception is if you have money or experience. You're either going to spend a lot of money, you know what you're doing, you're going to buy a lot of inventory off the bat, so money in the form of inventory, which needs space, or you have experience, you've scaled a brand before, you know what it takes. If you don't have money or experience, do not get a 3PL if you have 0 orders per day. That does not make sense. You will save money by just doing it out of your garage because you don't know what you're doing yet. Okay. So I'm thinking breaking it down into tiers. I think of orders per month, but I think other people think per day. So I'm going to do it per day, convert it to that. So we have 0 per day, which is 0 per month. Then there's kind of like this line at 300 per month. And then there's another line at 500. I'd say the next is 1,000, and then 2,500, and 5,000. Those would be my tiers for each one. At 300, you're looking at like 10-ish per day. 500, let's pull out my trusty calculator here. 500, we're looking at divided by 30, 16 a day. So we'll call that 15 per day. Okay. And then 1,000 is just 30 per day. It's twice. Look, I can do some math. I'm capable of some of it. All right, then 2,500 divided by 30. So like now we're up to, we're up to 80 per day. And then we're up to 160 per day. This is a this is a large business here. If you're doing 160 D2C orders per day, that's a pretty large business. So we have these different bands here that we're breaking things down into. So for every band, we're doing carriers, hardware, software, rate reduction, 3PL. And I'm doing the work. Like, I'm going to go in, look at all the different software. So it's ShipStation, Shippo, Pirate Ship. I think there's one other very popular, and I can't think of it right now. But go in, and I'm going to look at all the rates. I'll plug in sample shipments, and I'll tell them, like, if your product profile, if you are shipping between 2 and 3 pounds, normally use this software because it's going to get you the best rates. And I keep that updated quarterly. That's the key. I keep it updated quarterly. And I say that when I give the offer. I think that's a very juicy offer because that sounds like a nightmare. Like, I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it. But I will to make a good lead magnet. This other stuff will kind of remain the same. So like carriers, that will update probably yearly. Rates and software, these are the big two. 3PL, that's not going to change a lot. Hardware, that will remain the same. But we have the benefit of when we started as our own e-commerce brands, we were doing like 10, we started doing 0 orders per day, but got up to like sometimes 30 orders per day, 50, something like that. Now we're at like 10. Those brands have shrunk as the 3PL has increased. But because we've gone through all those stages, we know what it's like at each stage. Like, it's just confusing to figure out. So when do you get your own rep for each carrier? Because at some point you can. We did when we were doing probably 2,500 orders per month. We got our own UPS and FedEx rep. They came out and they introduced themselves to us, but we could have probably initiated the relationship and gotten some better rates faster, rather than just buying and reselling through the softwares. The other thing are adjustments, like talking about shipping adjustments. So the name here, this is my working name right now, is the Shipping Profit Playbook. Man, I'm a great typer. Shipping Profit Playbook. My working name right now. Naming is not my strength, so I might change that. The format, the rate and software needs to be text-based. It's got to be because it's going to update quarterly. To re-record a video quarterly doesn't really make sense. Plus, I think that people would rather just kind of skip to what's relevant to them rather than a whole video. The hardware and operation pieces. I guess up here I can add hardware and ops, like hardware and storage. Yeah, hardware and storage. So like hardware and storage, that should be videos because people need to see it. Hardware and storage, videos. And it's not going to change as often. It'll change sometimes. The 3PL stuff, that should be a video because it's not going to change much. Carriers, I think that could also be a video as well. So we're looking at making 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 tiers. So that would be 1, 2, 3. So that's 18 videos. Oh, goodness gracious, I'm looking at making a big thing here. I think I'd probably just start with these 3 tiers. I don't need to do these 2 right away because they're not the ICP. This is the ICP. because I think that we could deliver the best value to the people in this stage. Once you get to like 1,000, you're probably looking to lease an actual space, get some actual employees. It makes it harder to make a transition at that point, because transitioning means letting some of your people go and then getting out of a lease. Under 1,000, like people can swing this in a storage unit or in their garage, that sort of stuff. So that's what I'm going to target to start. Let me leave a note on that for myself. Okay. So these two. They're not in the ICP. So we're not going to do them. We don't need to. So that's the shipping profit playbook. All right, distribution. We have the format. So we're going to do text, we're going to do videos. Distribution, this is the biggest unknown right now. And then I'm also going to do like fun, we're going to do like extra spice. Yeah. These are just the extra things that I'm thinking. We need to have a visual to go along with it. Give the offer in every video we make, and then all socials point to and promote the lead magnet. Like the banner image on everything is lead magnet. And honestly, I'm stealing a lot of this stuff from Mr. Hormozy himself, right? Okay, so if I come over here and we look at they do this with their scaling roadmap. Okay, so if I go here and look, we got their books right here, and here it is, acquisition.com scaling roadmap. Okay, like everything he has is he has some proof, and then he has pointing to the roadmap in his description. Like, look at this. So, and I've looked at this, right? Like, it was attractive to me. Then they have like this, oh, okay, I can't read this. I can only read improvise, monetize, advertise. I can only read that. But I could see like, oh, there's more. Like, it gets that curiosity. So having a visual and having all the socials point to and promote that lead magnet, that's what we want to do. And then in each video, doing quick interruption with a physical, have a physical visual I hold up to show people its existence during the pitch, because I'm going to need to pitch the lead magnet. Like, so people, they're not buying it, it's free, but they're buying it with their time. And so I need to tell the story of the lead magnet in order to make it compelling to actually spend their time to go look at it. All right, so that is some extra spice that I was thinking about. Let me see if I have any extra notes on extra spice. Nope, that's it. Okay. I've thought about this a little bit already, but we're kind of fleshing it out now. I've have this voice recorder that I use. Let me show you. It's behind my computer. I have this voice recorder that I use to go for a walk each morning, and I use that just to kind of think through ideas that I'm having. So I've talked this out, and then I took the transcript, put in AI, had it summarized, but now I actually need to make the plan. So distribution, this is the biggest unknown. Let's work on this. How am I going to distribute these videos and text in a way that is cohesive and compelling? So the first is on our site. We're gonna do, let's do this. Table with, this, okay. We're gonna do idea, pros, and then issues. All right. On our site, pros, We control the format. No account needed. Can redirect to the site. Issues. Will be hard to make look great. Might need custom programming. Could be hard to find afterward. That's number one. Number two that I can think of is school community. Pros, it's well formatted, all there. Issues, they need to make an account to sign in, and we don't control, and I don't think, and we don't collect phone number on opt-in, which I want to. I guess, yeah, I need to add that as an extra piece here. So opt-in flow. What happens when they opt in? I'll just mark that real quick while my brain's thinking about it. So they get signed up for email list, and then they get called by me within 5 minutes. I ask what they're working on, give genuine help or advice for it. I usually can, because again, I've done what all these people are doing, so I can usually give some advice or input on the thing that they're stuck on, because they signed up for some reason. They're stuck on something, so let's find out what that something is and try to help them with it. Just again, providing free value up front. So give genuine help or advice for it. Then B, ask, did you know about our founder support transition? This is a terrible name. Like I said, I'm not good with names. It's fine. Just means I have to put a little more effort into finding them. So that's not the right name, but that's going to be the actual offer after the lead magnet. I asked, have they heard about it? It's and that's kind of a rhetorical question. It's where we, blah 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 blah. We'll get into that later. And then we pitch the offer. Pitch the offer here. End with question. We need to end with a question at our pitch. End with question. Do you think working with a 3PL would accelerate your business? Something like that. We want them thinking about like the ROI of working with a 3PL, and see if there's room to continue the pitch here. And then moved to qualifying call. All right, that's the sales funnel. At this point, they're in the sales funnel. That's where I'm drawing the line. Okay, so we have school community. Coming back up here to distribution, we have school community. We have on our site. We have like I don't like this one, a YouTube course. Pros videos are there. Cons, no text based. Weird use of a third party platform. Okay, what I was thinking of doing is, I have looked at this before, so let's actually just go through this and make notes of it. I've looked at this before. I put my name in, but I'm going to do it again. Just to follow along. So, yeah, cool. Scaling roadmap flow. So number one, landing page is no scroll. It really is no scroll. Like, you see pretty much everything on this one page. Landing page is no scroll. Headline with with value fast. Visual image of the offer. We are visual people, over much more than text-based. Like, I definitely respond more to this than to this. I barely even looked at this, but it's a little bit of proof. A little bit of proof right here, and then more proof down there. Visual image of the offer. Opt-in is just first and last on the first page, and then little bit of proof of help. So downloaded, by 250,000 owners, and I could just put a. Oh yeah, check this. They also did. They did UTM tracking here to see where I came from. So they're saying, okay, he came from X. X is Alex bio. The traffic source is X. So they're tracking, like, where'd he come from? Which that's cool. So they can see which channel is driving conversions to the lead magnet. There's so many layers to this stuff, my head starts to spin. We're going to link this here. Okay, let's start. Okay. And then who should I email it to? jake@egoship.com. Continue. What's my phone? I'm like, oh, man. That's where I go, oh, man, they're going to call me now. Honestly, that's what happens. Then ask for email, then for phone. But they're doing it like one step at a time. So I should not put my phone number. Hang on. Should not. Let's not dox yourself here, Jake. It's not a good idea. Okay. I almost did. And then they ask for my shipping address. Isn't that cool? Okay. So now, then shipping address, which I'm a fan of because it means we can send cool stuff to them, right? And I love sending physical stuff to people. I think that's, it's like, it's also digital, the 3PL space. And so if I can figure out how to make it as physical and as human as possible, I think that is a really good differentiator. Continue. And then they have then qualifying questions. So put some stuff in here about us. I'm an employee. Cool. All right, they get it. All right, so then they have personalized.
Let me ask you a question. Have you ever felt like you can't?
They've personalized the stage to me. So then have put me at the right stage for my biz. Okay. We're still on their site. And I don't know. This is interesting to me. I wonder why they did this. Why they said, oh, they make you wait. Interesting. So they give you the, like, this is the upsell offer right away. But they make you watch this introduction. Force you to watch introduction before moving to content. So, like, they kind of put the brakes on me here.
Can't take a vacation without spending half your time on your laptop, or delegating feels super risky because no one else kind of knows it like you do, and most of the company's knowledge, exists inside of your head. Or maybe your team looks to you for every single answer, even the tiny ones, and you secretly resent them for it. Or you worry of what would happen to revenue if you got sick or disappeared for a month because all the sales and fulfillment rely on you. Or maybe you just feel guilty when you're with your family because you're not working, and you feel guilty when you're working because you're not with your family. And if that sounds at least familiar, you have something that we call key man risk, which means...
Okay, so he's just, like, giving a specific, naming my specific pain for my stage right now. So here they make the offer. Force you to watch the introduction before moving to content, and give the offer. So if I hit this, what would it do? Yeah, so bring me to fill out the form and give the offer they're actually trying to sell. No thanks. Take me to the scaling course. Just want to see the course. Okay, so we are still on their site here. They've made this this personalized thing. On the right, looks like they. Okay, what? That's a little confusing. There we go. Okay, so yeah, that's weird that they have this button there. I don't think they should, but okay. And it probably should have dropped me on the specific. Okay, so they just made a page for each level here, and then it's super simple actually. On the left, they have all the stages, and then they have a video that's relevant to it. On the right is the offer, and then here, like they're making the offer again. This, I don't think this button should be here, but I don't know. And then they have some resources, so they have some documents. This is just a Word document. When to fire someone. And then how to fire somebody. Okay. Look, it's just a Google Doc. Like, it's literally just a Google Doc. That's 1.25 pages. So it's not actually fancy. Okay. Let's just, I'm actually just going to take a screenshot of this. All right, then you're in the content, and the content is a video with Word docs attached. Like, that's it. That's it. It's not more fancy than that. We could definitely make this on our site. So if I wonder, like, could I just, yeah, it's just an unlisted URL. That's it. It's not anything else. All right. With Word docs attached, we have the scales on the left, content in middle, and offer on the right. Wonder what this looks on mobile. It's probably all just stacked, right? Okay, so they start with content, and then we have offer. Oh, and they have the modules, they're just collapsible. Okay, cool. Let me actually make a screenshot of that too. Zoom out on it. Can I? No. Okay, cool. And I'm going to make that a little smaller. Okay. So we have scales on the left, content middle, offer on right, and then text content below. Okay, cool. Yeah. Okay. I think that's what we should do. I could do that on our site. Like, this is not hard to make at all. I mean, it's not like the easiest thing, but it's not hard to make at all. I could easily do all this. It's just super simple. It's left, middle, 3 columns. All right, so we are going to do on our site distribution. On our site with unlinked pages. And that's it. that's how we're going to distribute it. So it really does, like, the offer is very similar to what they're doing here, where I'll have a video, and okay, let's look at this video. How long is this thing? I think it's pretty long. Yeah, it's like 40 minutes.
We started and you did something. Then you made your first dollar. Then you started hiring freelancers. Then you got your first team in place. And now we're getting 5 to 9 employees. It's too many people for you to actually manage on your own. And so we go from stabilize to prioritize. All right, so
this is the roadmap, and it's just we're just looking at a Google sheet here of the different functions, what the constraint is, what you need to do to get past it. I think that I watched some of this, but I honestly didn't find it like tremendously helpful. Personally, I think it was too long. Was the thing, like, I had to watch this whole thing. I had to watch this whole thing to get the content. I think actually breaking it into chunks would have been better for me. Breaking it into those relevant chunks, but maybe they didn't want to do that. I don't know. I'm not an expert, but that would just be my preference. So, all right. So we're looking at distribution on our site with unlinked pages. We run them through a opt-in flow, brings them to the relevant stage. So I'm only going to do 3 stages to start. That's fine. We're just gonna I'll have start here. Context. What is context?
In this video, we're going to give a 1,000-foot overview of the 10 stages of the $100 million scaling roadmap, brought to you by acquisition.com. And so you'll see where you're at.
Okay. Got it. I honestly think they might be too long. Now, who am I to say these people are way more successful than I am? But like, I'm sitting here, I'm like, 41 minutes? Dude, that's pretty long. Like, I'm skipping it. What's actually relevant to me? So let's do that. So we bring them to the relevant stage. We have videos. I'm not sure. I'm really not sure yet. It's either one big video or multiple smaller ones on each topic. I mean, am I bold enough to just copy this? Is that wild? Is it for the visual? Maybe, but I might be able to make something better. Okay. So it's either one big video or multiple smaller ones on each topic, then links to text-based stuff. This is the carrier reports. Oh yeah, carrier reports. Like how are we each doing on performance? Yeah, okay. Then we should add that. Where are we at? Carriers, options, and reports. Carrier reports, and then software. Text-based stuff. Carrier reports, software, reviews. Okay. That's good distribution. I think that's good on the lead magnet. It's just doing a lot of work. Now it's just doing the work of getting all this by stage. Oh, I'm looking at 4 stages. 0, 300, 500,000. Cool. All right. So that's the lead magnet. The opt-in flow. They sign up for it. And I might get a call in a minute here from acquisition people trying to get a hold of me. We will see. But that will be our flow. Then we'll call them and we'll give some genuine help, ask about the founder support, and then give the pitch, ask if they're interested. If they are, we'll schedule a follow-up meeting. Then they moved into sales funnel. So our sales funnel, the offer, that's where we get juicy, right? So what are we offering them? It's going to be a bundle. So 1, 3PL services, obviously. We have 99% same day ship rate, 99.9% perfect ship, and like a 4-hour max reply time to emails. I like to say those are kind of 3 main metrics that we sell on. That's the offer. So 3PL services, this is pick and pack, kitting, returns, storage, FBA prep, all that stuff. I probably shouldn't skip over it too much. I usually skip over like what are the 3PL services because 3PLs are so undifferentiated right now, where if I sell just on this to a customer, I look the same as everybody else. That's just true. That's the reality that we're living in. If I sell on just that, I look like everybody else. So, rest of the bundle here is this is where we get a little bit different. So, personalized transition support. Okay. So, Jake will visit you for call number 2. This is pricing call. So I always have the first call is more of a like get to know your business, qualifying if we even think they would be a good fit. Then number 2 is I give them pricing. So what I'm thinking here is I will literally go and visit them. So we're looking at probably $450 for flight and $230 for hotel, something like that. And because I really believe I sell best in person. I sell much better in person than I do over Google Meet. And I think that, like, who's doing this? Who's going out and visiting a prospect to try to sell them on 3PL? It instantly moves us to the top of the 3PL pile. But that's only number 1. Number 2, we pack up all your goods for you. So this involves me and Molly, my wife, coming out. I have to put a maybe next to her. Coming out, hiring temps, packing it all up for you. So we'll pack everything up for you. All you got to do is say is yes. Then we pay for shipping the goods to our warehouse, and then we have a 60-day money-back guarantee, just to cover postage. If it's not working, we'll refund you all your charges and pay to forward your inventory to your next location. 60-day risk-free money-back guarantee. Now that sounds pretty sweet. Just cover postage. So if it's not working, we'll refund all your charges and pay to forward your inventory to your next location. So that's the offer. Like I'm going out there twice to visit and then pack up. We'll pay to transition. Everything comes here, gets received. You're good to go. And then we would say onboarding in 5 days. Is that compelling? Impossible. That's not the right way to frame it. Max downtime of Oh, what will my team let me offer? I'm wondering if any of them are observing this to see. Yeah. All right. So from pack up to shipping, I don't know. We say it's like 5 days max. From me and Molly being at their place to their first order being shipped, 5 days. That's their max downtime. So that's the offer. We have the 3PL offer, but really it's like the total de-risking, and it's proving that we're a trustworthy partner by coming out there and doing the work and meeting them in person, and then de-risking the transition for them. I think that in person, I will surface all of their objections better than I can over the call. I just have to be willing to do the travel. But we have kind of a big goal here of adding 1 ICP per month. And so if we have a big goal, we got to do some big swings, some big steps. Okay, so name. I'm going to be right back. I have something to help me name stuff. This book. Helps you create good names for stuff. I gotta find where it is in the book. Page 138. Okay. So we want a reason why. Want attention, discrimination. So we want our name to get attention, have discrimination, meaning that it qualifies our ICP, has a purpose, a timeline, and a method. Okay, so we have like I think I'm looking for the container. Yeah, what's the discriminator? The self-fulfilling founder. It's kind of long. Self-fulfilling founder fast track? Maybe. Yeah, maybe we could call it the founder fast track. It doesn't really have anything about fulfillment though. Our founder fulfillment fast track. Hey, have you heard about our founder fulfillment fast track? Hey, have you heard about our founder fast track? Yeah, let me just play this out. Okay, well, we could just call it fulfillment fast track. Hey, just curious, have you heard about our fulfillment fast track? No, I haven't. Yeah, so we offer 3PL services here, and we have we do pick, pack, kitting, return, storage, FBA prep, all the 3PL stuff, and we have that 99% same day ship and 99.9% perfect ship with a 4-hour maximum reply time. But what makes it really the fast track is the personalized support that we give you during a transition. So what we do is if you'd like to move on to the next stage, get some pricing, I'll actually come out. I'll visit you and your operation and see what you guys are doing. See if there's any way that I could help you just on site there with your current ops, and then I'll give you pricing, show you what it would look like to work with 3PL. Then where we really get to the fast track it's not fast track. That's not it. So our fulfillment fast track, the whole idea here is what's the why? What's the why? Worry free. I like when things rhyme. The worry free guarantee. Worry free onboarding. Hey, have you heard about our worry free onboarding? No, I haven't. Yeah, well, we're 3PL. We do all the basic 3PL stuff. We pick, pack, kit, return, storage, FBA prep. We do everything that you guys are looking for. And we do it at a high level, too. We have 99% same-day ship rate. We have 99.9 perfect ship rate, 4-hour max reply time. But what I'm most excited about is our worry-free onboarding. The way it works, I'll actually come and visit you for our next meeting if you're interested in moving to the next stage. I'll give you pricing, visit your operation, see if there's any way that I could actually help improve things the way that they already are. I've been doing this for 10 years at this point, and so I have a little bit of experience. Then, if you'd like to move forward, if you would like to work with us as a 3PL, we'll actually we'll pack up all your goods for you. So we'll pack everything up for you. We're making this worry-free as we're... I might like worry-free guarantee. We're making this as worry-free as possible for you. So we're going to come, we'll pack everything up for you. My wife and I will come out. We'll get some people too. We'll pack everything up, get it ready to go, and then we'll actually pay to ship all of your goods to our warehouse. So you don't need to worry about anything. Like, we'll come, we'll pack it up, we'll get it all ready, we'll arrange the shipping, we'll pay for the shipping, it'll all come to our warehouse. Then we give a 60-day money-back guarantee. We give a 60-day risk-free money-back guarantee, right? We just cover postage. We just need you to cover postage. If it's not working, no questions asked. We'll refund you all of your charges, and we'll even pay to forward your inventory to your next location. Now, honestly, I'm able to offer this because nobody's ever taken us up on this offer in the past. And then we will guarantee you a max downtime from pack up to shipping of 5 days, or need to put some teeth behind it, or we'll this is some real teeth. Or we'll cover your first months of shipping. Okay, that might be wild. I might get some pushback on that one from the team, but we'll stay with it for now. So that's our worry-free guarantee, man. I don't think I like worry-free guarantee because I have guarantees inside of it. It's not really the offer. The offer is worry-free onboarding. Is there another word I could use besides worry-free? Could I use onboarding fast track? I'm going back to fast track. could call it like the. Have you heard about our 10-day onboarding fast track? I really don't know how to spell fast track. Okay, it's two different words, that's why. Have you heard about our 10-day onboarding fast track? Okay, that could be a juicy offer. Hey, have you heard about our 10-day onboarding fast track? But then, okay, all right, that might be it. So qualifiers need to dial in qualification material, qualification criteria, because we should make the offer public. Make the offer public, and say exactly who it's for. So for self-fulfilling e-com founders shipping 300 to 1,000 orders per month, we have our 10-day I just don't think I like the word onboarding. Onboarding fast track. I like the word fulfillment, but I don't think it communicates the right. Like, I like the sounding of 10-day fulfillment fast track. Like, that sticks in my head versus 10-day onboarding fast track. That doesn't come out of my mouth as well. So the 10-day onboarding fast track. Self-fulfilling founder. I mean, we could just founder fulfillment fast track. Hey, have you heard about our 10-day onboarding fast track? Hey, have you heard of our 10-day founder fulfillment fast track? I think I might like that one better. Hey, have you heard of our 10-day founder fulfillment fast track? I think I maybe just announced saying fulfillment. Hey, have you heard of our founder fulfillment fast track? Yeah, so it's where we guarantee going from where we take you from self-fulfillment to 3PL in 10 days for free. Okay, yeah, like what? Who's gonna say no to that? What overwhelmed founder is gonna be like, go from shipping my own orders to a 3PL in 10 days for free with a money back guarantee? We'll even back it up with a money back, with a 60-day money back guarantee. Hey, have you heard of our 10-day fulfillment? Hey, have you heard of our 10-day founder fulfillment fast track? No, I haven't. What is that? So it's where we'll take you from self-fulfillment to a 3PL in 10 days for free. That's a pretty good offer. So it's where we'll take you from self-fulfillment to a 3PL in 10 days. Where we'll take you from shipping your own orders, where we'll take you from self-fulfillment, where we'll take you from shipping your own orders to shipping your own stuff. I actually like that better. So where we'll take you from shipping your own stuff to our 3PL handling everything in 10 days for free. This is where we go into the here's how. I will come and Jake will come visit you for call number 2. If pricing looks good and you want to move forward, we'll set a date for onboarding. So if pricing looks good and you want to move forward, we'll set a date for onboarding. Then we will come and pack up all the goods for you. Where we take you from shipping all your own stuff, where we take you from self-fulfillment. It's got to be self-fulfillment. It's where we take you from self-fulfillment to our 3PL handling everything in 10 days for free. In 10 days for free with, how do I say with no help needed? It's where we take you from self-fulfillment to our 3PL handling everything in 10 days for free with no help needed. That needs to change. Here's how. Okay, so here's how we'll actually do it. So if everything looks great, if you're interested in hearing about 3PL, want to keep moving forward in the process, we'll schedule a time for call number 2. We'll schedule a time for me to come out and actually visit you, I'll give you pricing. I'll come out, I'll visit your operation, see if there's anything I can do to help you guys out, improve it. I've been doing this for about 10 years now, and so I have a good amount of experience in shipping and how to make it more efficient. I'll also give you pricing around our 3PL, what it looks like. And if that all looks good, great. We'll set a date for onboarding, and then we will come and pack up all your goods for you. So my wife and I, Molly, will come out. We'll get some people to come with us. And then we'll come to your place, pack everything up, label it, have it all ready to go. We'll pack everything up, organize it, get it ready to go, and then we will organize the freight. So the pickup of the goods. So, and we'll pay for it. We'll pay for everything to be shipped to our 3PL. Plus, we give a 60-day risk-free money-back guarantee, right? We just ask you to cover postage of the orders that you ship. So for any reason, we should end with postage thing. So if it's not working for any reason, we'll refund all your charges and even pay to forward your inventory to your next location. We just ask you to cover postage. And last, we give you a maxed. So where the 10 days comes from is we say our maximum from coming and packing your goods. Our max from Molly and I coming and packing your goods to your first order being shipped is 10 days. Or we'll cover your first month's shipping. And then ending with, so are you interested in having me come down for a visit? I think that I gotta mention our services somewhere, but here I'm talking about the 10-day founder fulfillment fast track. So I think in the call, we do 1 is qualifying questions, 2 is brief intro to, but should I just go first? No, because people don't like that. They actually find it kind of annoying, I think. I would find it annoying if the person's like, hey, here I am, blah, 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 blah. I'm like, my eyes are glazing over. Who are you? Right? Brief intro to us, our performance metrics. This is the thing I found with people that are moving from self-fulfillment. They really don't care about SLAs and contracts. What they most care about is, can I trust you to hold my inventory and to ship my stuff and to do everything that I need you to do? So brief intro to us, our performance metrics, what we do, 3PL services. And then we transition to the founder fast track. Let's make this numbered. And then here, okay, this is weird. Okay. And then I transition to, so are you interested in me coming down for a visit? And then if not, we go into objection handling. And objection handling in my head is, are they inappropriately disqualifying themselves we're always going to schedule this on Thursday afternoons. That way I can get on a plane Thursday morning and get out there Thursday afternoon, come home Friday morning. So I'm home for the weekend. Are they inappropriately disqualifying themselves? That's really what I'm looking for, objections. If their objection is like, hey, we need temperature controlled refrigerated stuff, okay, great. I shouldn't fly down there. You should find a different partner. Okay. think that is our plan. We have our lead magnet. We have our sales process. We have the magnet on our site. We have distribution. We have content, some extra spice, our sales funnel, the offer, and then the name, 10-day founder fulfillment fast track. That might be too long. This might be too long. I think I need to improve this. And then I pretty much already did this. Okay. There we go. That's our marketing plan. Ugh. I have some work to do. Cool. All right. So, to-dos off of this, begin making the lead magnet. I need to start making content around these different sections. I need to change our sales process in order to do this. I need to clear the sales process with our team. Be like, hey, do you guys feel like we can follow through on this? That I'm not just saying stuff. We can actually follow through on this. Get everybody aligned on the plan here, and then start pointing people to the lead magnet. We can start running that sales process right away with anybody who is qualified. Put the offer on our site as well. Make it clear who's qualified, who's not. For people doing 300 to 1,000 orders per month. Did I put that anywhere here? Offer list on site specifically for ICP. It's a juicy offer. I think that the dollar amount works because of the gross margin that we're making per client off of like a 300, 500 order per month. We're still looking at an LTV to CAC of like 9 to 1. Doing all this, we're still looking good because our LTV is so high. We have such great retention. It allows us to spend a lot up front to acquire a customer because we're going to receive so much on the back end. It's a bold plan. The lead magnet stuff, that's not bold. That's just, I think, good strategy. The actual offer is bold. I haven't seen anybody doing that sort of stuff. Okay, cool. Thank you for joining.